Okay, a couple days later after my last update. What I did is I ended up going ahead and getting this motor completely back together. I want to try to keep these videos relevant to the K20, K24 build right now. A couple things with this motor, putting it back together, getting the cams and the crank all set up and in time is very tricky. It took me 3 or 4 times with the cams to get them lined up. I ended up coming up with I found something online that showed how to get the cams locked at top dead center, so I'll put a picture up here now. So I ended up doing that. I ended up using 2 3/16 drill bits to stake the cams at the back. There's an OEM Honda tool you can get for that as well, but I don't have it, so these drill bits work just fine. And yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to fire this motor up. The reason why I wanted to get this motor back running in running order again is because I can't actually do the physical engine removal and installation of the new motor here. I'll have to do it at my parents' shop. I just don't have the room here to do it. I can't put a engine hoist in here or anything. So I'd like to be able to drive it over there if I can, just to save myself getting my trailer going and everything else. So it'd be a lot cheaper just to be able to drive the car over and do it there. So that's why I wanted to get this done anyway. So sorry I got off topic there, but yeah, so we're gonna see if this fires up now. I'm gonna connect the battery, hop in, and we'll see if it fires up. I'll probably put you guys up on a stand, and we'll see if I did this right. If the cam and crank are out of sync, it could have valves hit pistons and all sorts of stuff happen, so fingers crossed I did this right. So let me get the camera set up here and we'll get this thing fired up. Alright, battery's connected. Let's see what she does. Wonder if my battery is dead. Something is very not happy. Strange. Oh, that'll do it. Okay. Game on, let's see if she starts. One more try. Okay, I think I found what I forgot to hook up. The main harness ground. So connect this and we'll try again. Maybe I'll bring you guys inside. Alright, here we go. Turn it off so I don't gas myself out in here, but yeah, so success. That seemed to work okay. So now on to the K20 head and getting that head ready for this K24 block. Okay, so let's disregard what I earlier said about having this video all focused on the K20 head for this K24 K20 motor. I'm just going to release this episode as it is, just kind of showing what I've had to do over the last, oh man, it's been like 3 weeks now, just to get the valve train out of this motor, or sorry, the valve springs and retainers out of this motor for the new head, and then getting this all back together again. So I'm hugely relieved that this motor actually ran, or started and ran fine. It sounds totally okay. It sounds just as it did before, so I think I got the cam timing lined up. Big saving grace with doing that is having one of those timing chain, aftermarket timing chain guides on the crank gear for the chain. So when you're doing this and you take the cams out and the chain drops, it doesn't actually fall off of the crank and fall out of time or anything like that. That all stays in place. So all you have to do when you put the new cams in, or the cams back in, is you pull the chain up and get the cam in place, and then you tighten everything up and see if the cams stay in place. And if they don't, you kind of loosen it off and skip a tooth on the cam to make it line up. But it seemed to work okay. So yeah, so that's done. Next episode is going to be doing the K20 head. We'll get the valves into the head, valve train done basically completely. I'm actually hoping to be able to do that and get the head onto the K24 bottom end for the next episode. I don't know if I'm going to have an episode out next Monday when I usually try to upload. This one's obviously coming out on like Friday. So I really only have 3 days left to film this whole deal to be able to get the K20 head episode done. So it's probably going to be a week and a half from now. But I'm under a crunch. I've got, my season is quickly approaching. I've got a track day booked in June. So I've got basically 2 months to get this thing done. So I need to get I'm going to see how this plays out. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the K24 Frank motor in before that event, or if I'm going to leave this motor in for now and just, once I get this motor sealed up, I'll switch my focus to getting the rear wing on, getting the spherical arms put in the rear of the car, get it all corner balanced and aligned. I got a whole bunch of little projects that I wanted to do that I said at the beginning of this that I was going to get done this off season, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen again. So wonderful, right? Fuck. Anyways, yeah, so we'll see where we get to. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have anything to comment on, please leave one down below. If you're enjoying these, please give me a subscribe or a like. I'd really appreciate it. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.